Chatgpt. Lasagna soup is all the rage right now. Can you create an even more ridiculous soup recipe from an unexpected main?
Of course, how about taco sundae soup? It combines the savory flavors of tacos with the sweet elements of ice cream sundae. It's a wild blend of sweet and savory, perfect for the adventurous eater.
Hey guys, Dave here, back in the kitchen, and we're making something weird today. We're making taco sundae soup. Say that 10 times fast. And what is taco sundae soup, you say? And I say, who knows? We just made it up. Okay, so with this taco sundae soup, as you saw, we basically just asked Chatgpt, or artificial intelligence, whatever you like to call it, to create something similar to lasagna soup, which is a unique mixture of soup and lasagna, and we cooked it in a recent video. Make sure you check that one out. It actually came out delicious, and I highly recommend it if you want something new. Try out the lasagna soup. What's nice about the lasagna soup is it gives you that lasagna, but it also has like a really nice soup broth for the colder months that really kind of warms the soul, as it were. So anyways, we're gonna start off and we're gonna make taco sundae soup, where Chatgpt decided to combine taco soup with ice cream sundaes, and I'm here for it. There's a couple little prep things we have to do. We have to dice a tomato, we have to drain our black beans. So if you're following along, grab one tomato and dice it, and then take a can of black beans, which, guys, I do put the recipe, or I try to, in the description below. Everyone keeps asking me for it, but it's there. You just gotta look. And we're gonna drain this out and rinse these beans because we don't want all that nasty like liquid and stuff, so we're just gonna drain these out in the sink. I'm not gonna bring my camera over because I'm not that fancy. And boom, we have a nice, clean bowl of black beans. Drain the liquid and rinse them out, so do that. You're gonna wanna slice an avocado for a topping later. We're not gonna do that now, and I'm sure you've seen a million avocados sliced, so we probably won't do it on camera, but if I do it now, it might go brown on us, and we don't want that to happen. One thing I do wanna do is shred some cheddar cheese. You could totally use pre-shredded or pre-grated. All right, so let's set this aside here, and we'll grate some cheese. People always fuss at me for using paper plates, because they're always like, I'm never watching a cooking channel where you use a paper plate, and I'm just like, okay. From what I understand, it's just because it's not professional looking, and no good chef would ever just use a paper plate. They'd use better tools than that. But for me, you don't have to wash a paper plate when you're done with it. Pretty handy. So you'll find me using paper plates on this channel, guys. You know, that's the one thing, you know, it's the unfound. I should make a whole separate channel, cleaning the kitchen after cooking videos, where we just clean the kitchen. So we're just grating 1 cup of cheddar cheese here, and this is gonna be part of the topping as well. We're kind of getting all our toppings ready. That should be more than enough. Okay, so we're gonna head over to the stovetop. We got those few things ready. There's some more stuff we gotta do, but let's get over there and start cooking. We're gonna brown some ground beef first. We're gonna do kind of 3 things here. We're gonna do the taco meat layer, the chocolate sauce, I'm holding a knife, the chocolate sauce broth, yes, literally chocolate sauce broth on our taco sundae soup, and then assembly. So let's start off with the taco meat layer. This is gonna feel a lot like you're making tacos. We're basically just gonna take some ground beef, cut it open, and put it on a pan. Boom. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So we're gonna break up our ground beef here and just cook it like you're making tacos. If you haven't ever made tacos, I've got a world's best tacos video on this channel, and they were amazing. I think the real key with those was making our own custom taco shells. Well, I don't even think we made the shells. I think we just heated them up and fried them, and they were delicious. Oh, so my one disclaimer that I like to give in every video, guys, is I am not a professional cook. No training, nothing like that. I'm not even that great at it, but every now and then we make something delicious here, and we try to have a cooking channel that's super relatable. I don't have any restaurants, or I haven't won any barbecue competitions. I'm just an average dad who likes to cook for his family, and that's what you get here. You get a lot of mistakes, and you get used to it, really. So it's gonna take a couple minutes. I got it on like medium-high heat. We're just gonna brown it up. I won't bore you with the whole process. We'll come back with the magic of editing, and it will be all brown. Should I snap my fingers? Did something cool happen? I don't know. Oh, okay, so one thing I forgot to mention, you're also supposed to do some corn. I got the can of corn, and you're also supposed to drain that, so I'm gonna drain that as well. So there, now we've got some strained corn kernels. I'll put that over with my beans. It's looking like our ground beef is really close to done, guys. Just a little bit longer here. And we're gonna strain any excess grease. Honestly, there's not that much excess grease. This is some ungreasy beef for some reason. You can kind of tell if you have a lot of grease that needs to be removed. Someone put a comment, which I liked, says, Dave, if it ever looks like there's more than 1 tablespoon of grease, strain the excess. And I like that. I do not think there's more than a tablespoon of grease here, so I think we're good in not straining it. But if you got some beef that's like 80-20 and super greasy, then you probably want to strain the beef now before we move on to the next step, which is to add the taco seasoning according to the directions on the package and basically turn it into taco meat. So this package says to add the seasoning and 2/3 cups of water. So here's 1/3 cup, and I'm totally using a dry cup just to trigger everyone. Not really on purpose, but it was just what was, it's so funny because if you had seen what I was just holding, I was holding a 4-cup liquid measuring cup and measuring with a dry cup. I'll show you. That's more, pictures speak louder than the words. This was my method of getting the 2/3 cups of water. I was going like that. Now you may say, Dave, why not just use this thing? Because the smallest it goes is 1 cup. And I just used my 1 cup measuring thing to put the corn in. so it's occupied with the corn, so I had to use, whatever. You signed up by clicking the video title there. Stir around the beef here, get all that taco seasoning in there. What's the package say? It says, bring to a boil, reduce heat, and simmer uncovered for 3 to 4 minutes, simmering and stirring frequently. So we're already kind of boiling, so I'm gonna bring the heat down to a simmer. I will say this, I think, no guarantees yet, but I think this recipe is faster than the lasagna soup, although the lasagna soup really hit the spot. That ricotta topping, but this is gonna be good too. Taco soup, ice cream sundae taco soup. Just wait till we get to the chocolate sauce, this is gonna be weird. All right, so I'm probably gonna do like 2 minutes on this meat and then we will move to the next step. Actually, no, I'm gonna do the next step right now. I'm feeling crazy. Next step is to add in the black beans and corn and cook until heated through. So we want 1 cup of corn. This is where that measuring cup I was looking for was. And the can of black beans. Add all that. And then it says cook until heated through. So we're just gonna stir it together. Looks delicious. And we want this to all be heated through. It doesn't really say what temp to put the oven at. I'm just gonna leave it at like a 4. Mine has like little numbers on it because it's like an electric one. So we're gonna go with a 4. Let's just let that cook away. All right, so I'm again gonna try to dice an avocado, or slice an avocado. We've done this before on the channel, it never goes well. I think I'm just straight up starting it wrong by doing it that way, but I'm not good. I should just like look up a tutorial how to slice an avocado. Cause like I try to take the little shell off here. Just be happy I don't have my close-up camera set up because this is grotesque what I'm doing over here. I'm still using my tomato knife. We're just gonna pull it off. Oh, it's perfect, guys, perfect. Oh, it's such perfection. All right, anyways, so we're slicing the avocado the best we know how, and it's all right. It'll be fine. Avocado's optional. All these toppings are really optional, but I wanted to choose to try it. All right, so this is pretty much heated through, guys, and it says the next step is to set this aside to start working on the sauce. I wonder if I should leave it like to be warmed. Well, the sauce is gonna be warm, so I don't think it matters. I'm just gonna set it over here. And we're gonna move on to the sauce, which I'm excited about. All right, so I got a nice saucepan here on my stove, guys, and we're gonna work on the sauce. The sauce starts off with 2 or 3 cups of beef broth. Let me see how much. 3 cups of beef broth. So let me pour that into my little measuring thing here. Right about there. 3 cups of beef broth right into your pot. And it says, heat the beef broth over medium heat. Whisk in cocoa powder until fully combined. So should I let it get hot first? It's not really very clear. I don't know. Let's just try to add it now. 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. Tablespoons, guys. TBSP. You may not know. You may not. Not everyone knows that. I didn't always know it. As a matter of fact, I had to learn it one time. That time being in high school. No, probably middle school. I frequently talk about my home ec class in high school, but there was also a class, I took it as an elective. There was also a class in middle school that was an after school program and you could stay after and do cooking. And why would I choose to do that? I don't know, but I chose to do it. After school every day in like 7th grade, I'd stay late and do cooking class. I think my mom made me. I think that's what really happened. Like she needed a babysitter and that was free. Okay, so we're gonna add, what did I say? 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. This is the baking cocoa. 1, 2, and 3. I've never tried this before, guys, so it might be a nightmare. Maybe don't try cooking it until we see how it comes out. Then we're just gonna stir that in. I'm gonna use this like slotted spoon. I don't know what I'm supposed to use, but we're gonna use this slotted spoon to mix that all together. I mean, it's kind of caking up in there a little bit. Oh, it says to whisk it in, not use a slotted spoon. Let me find a whisk. Here's a whisk. Yeah, it seems like a better tool for the job. Good job, Chatgpt. Whisk, whisk, whisk. Kind of smells like hot chocolate with a beefy undertone. Just what I wanted. Okay, stir in the honey, chili powder, and cinnamon. Season with salt to taste. I don't know what it's supposed to taste like, so how am I supposed to do that? I'll just put a little salt in it. Simmer for 10 minutes. Okay, so let's get the honey. How much honey do we need? We need 2 tablespoons of honey. It says you can use agave nectar, but I'm gonna use honey. Here's 1 tablespoon. Ooh, floppy. And then 2. Still got some cocoa powder on there and it's helping it pour out too. So we got honey in there, and now we're gonna add a teaspoon of chili powder. All right, here's my chili powder. I found a half teaspoon, 1, 2. So that's 1 teaspoon total of chili powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'm just gonna fill this half teaspoon halfway. Perfect. And now we're gonna whisk it up again. My son's giving it a dirty look here. It's chocolate sauce for my taco Sundae soup. We're always adventuring on this channel, guys, and that smells really delicious, but not really in the context of dinner. We'll see how it comes out. We're gonna add a dash of salt. Again, I don't really know what it's supposed to taste like, so I'm just gonna throw a little in there. We'll mix it one more time, and then stir in honey, chili powder, cinnamon, season with salt to taste. Allow to simmer for 10 minutes. So it's gonna simmer for 10 minutes. Let's take a look at what's next. Oh, we need to crush up some tortilla chips. I'm literally just gonna take some tortilla chips, put them into a bowl like so, and then crush them. Simple as that. These are gonna go into the soup, and I don't think we wanna get hard chunks really. I mean, they're gonna be hard chunks, but you don't want them so hard that they're like getting lodged in your throat. So there we go. Here's my crushed up tortilla chips, guys. All right, guys, we're gonna use a transparent bowl, like a clear bowl, hence the term transparent, because I feel like that could be cool. So let's see what the instructions say, because it's time to assemble. Now, obviously you'd assemble more than one bowl, but we're gonna just do one. So it says, I mean, we'll do more after this, but I'm gonna finish the video out first. Layer the taco meat at the bottom. We're gonna bring the taco meat over. Remember, we made this earlier, and just make a nice layer of it at the bottom. How big of a layer? I don't know. We'll make it substantial. This is gonna be so good or so disgusting, one or the other. 50-50 shot here. Okay, there's our taco meat. We're now going to dump our broth over that. Coarse chocolate sauce over. Okay, here we go. Covering it. No, that's so weird. Oops, and I spilled some. No, not a shock. Okay, there's our chocolate broth. Now what's up next? Sprinkle a handful of cheddar cheese over the chocolate broth so it melts a little. Okay. Add a few dollops of whipped cream on top and scatter the diced, oh, it's diced avocados. I have sliced avocados. Oops. I can dice them a little. Hold on. The way overpowered knife. Dice, 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 dice. Trust me, they're diced, guys. We're gonna add some dollops of whipped cream. Drop my spoon. Can we just like go heavy? Whipped cream. Some avocado. Some tomatoes. This is so weird. And some chips. And there you have it, guys. That's so weird. And there we have it. Diced, sliced, and ready to go. I'm not actually looking forward to trying this. Can I be honest with you? It just seems odd. Here we go, though. A little of that meat in there, the chocolate broth. It's gonna burn my mouth. Wow. Well, guys, let me try a little bit more. Oh, wait. I forgot the cherry. Maybe that'll help. Ugh. This is disgusting. Don't cook this. Don't cook it. Chatgpt. I'm gonna write a message to Chatgpt right now and tell him this is gross. I cooked this and it was gross. All right, so Chatgpt responded to me telling it its recipe was disgusting. I'm sorry to hear that. Taco Sundae soup was certainly meant to be whimsical and unique. A fusion, I feel like I want to barf. A fusion of flavors that isn't for everyone. It was an experimental response to your request for something ridiculous. Culinary adventures can sometimes be hit or miss. Wow. I want some more lasagna soup, guys. That was gross. Don't make this. Don't make it. It's absolutely disgusting. 1 out of 10, worst thing we've ever cooked on here. Go check out the lasagna soup recipe. That was delicious. You need to try it right now. Hit the subscribe button.